That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Man, you talk about whew, some late streams, boy. These Atlanta been late. These Atlanta streams been late. But what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. My name is Rashad Milligan. Before I get into this, where I wanted to start with the game, I saw literally right before I went live that Skilla Baby was apparently hit today on 8 Mile or in 8 Mile in Detroit. And it's definitely tough news to see. He's expected to make a full recovery and everything like that. But it's tough for me to see because, as you guys know, or a lot of you guys know, like, he's a friend of the channel. He's real cool dude, real humble guy. Just real solid, bro. I feel like the definition of solid, especially like in the I don't know, especially in the how do I say especially like in his field. I don't even know what I was saying because I got too much going on. I'm looking at this. It's a lot going on around me right now, so I'm gonna try to take everything one at a time. And it is currently 2:50 a.m. What I'm trying to say is Skilla Baby is a really cool person. He's a very genuine spirit. He's calm. He's nice. He like turned his entire life around, his lyrics around, everything from the violent stuff and everything to just pure player music and positive music, uplifting music and things of that sort. And you know what I mean? It was just kind of sad to see it. So apparently a couple days ago, I first seen it from D1 actually. D1 was the first person I seen it from on social media. And he posted, I just made a video about him 4 days ago because he was praying on live. And I've seen people saying he was just praying. So now this is me watching the prayer for the first time. And I hate that this is under the circumstances I'm watching it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Skilla Baby's a really cool dude, and I don't want nothing bad to happen. You know what I'm saying? And for this to happen, it's terrible. So yeah. With that being said, I guess I'll watch this prayer.
Dear Lord, today I will be using my platform to pray, and since you put that on my heart, I will not be disobedient. I will obey you. I know I serve an on-time God, and I may not have everything I want, but I can have everything I need. I have family. I have life. I have my health. I want to thank you for everything you've blessed me with. I pray for strength, courage, understanding. I pray for peace. I want to pray for all my friends and my family, even my enemies. I just want you to put peace on everyone's heart. Continue to bless the world. I know I'm not perfect, but I just want to show my faith out loud. Give you the praise and the glory. I know I have a huge platform, so I just want to show how good God has been to me and stress that and keep stressing I'm nothing without you. I pray you bring the world closer together. I know I'm not the best prayer in the world, and sometimes I slip, but I understand that no one's perfect but you, Lord God. I'm not judging anybody for whatever God they serve. I just hope everybody serves a God. Like I said, I'm just praying for my timeline. I'm thank you for my health. I'm thank you for waking me up every day, keeping me breathing, keeping me understanding, keeping my mental straight. I ask that you bless others how you blessed me. Even the people that don't really like me, I hope they stay blessed. I hope you continue to just keep your hands on the world, Lord God. And I just want to thank you out loud and thank you out loud and keep thank you out loud. And uh, if I can just help one person, just keep continuing to bless me so I can bless one person. I could just help the world a little bit as I can. I know I'm just a small piece of the world. And God, I'm nothing without you. I'll continue to say this and amen.
Amen. Amen. It's definitely like he's trying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, I just want to show the world, you know what I mean? Like this, because I have a huge platform and things of that sort, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna watch, see what D1 said.
The devil does not take a day off. Rapper Skilla Baby just got shot in his hometown in Detroit. 4 days ago, I just posted him on my Instagram page because he was praying on Instagram passionately to over 1 million of his followers, just asking God to work through him and pull him in a new direction. And now 4 days later, he gets shot. Man, this is not hip hop, man. Rapper get killed in Philly a few days ago. Then this happened now in Detroit. This rapper gets shot. This is not supposed to be normal. That this is the type of music we making, we consuming, we creating, then we seeing it play out in real life, and then it's just, oh, that's just part of hip. This is not hip hop, man. I'm asking all my followers to pray for Skilla Baby. Whether you know his music, whether you know him or not, pray for him, because this is a man, I can hear his heart. He want God to pull him in a new direction. And of course, the devil gonna try to swoop in and, interrupt them plans, but God gonna prevail, man. I promise y'all. That ain't hip hop, no. That's hypocritical.
I only pause for the sake of copyright, by the way. If you're watching this, you know it's all love for sure. If you know, you know. But yeah, like D1 said, I guess we could say a quick prayer for Skilla Baby. Father God, we come to you today. We thank you for getting us through this day and bringing us safely, traveling mercies, blessing us from the crowns of our head to the soles of our feet. We thank you for another opportunity. With as long as you continue to put breath in our lungs, we know that we have another chance on this here earth. Father God, we come to you today, whenever people are watching this, to pray for Skilla Baby. Skilla Baby is a genuine soul. He is a nice person, and he appears to be hungry and have a thirst for you, to chase you and to pursue you, oh Father God. And not only to chase you and pursue you, but also share his faith to the world, regardless of how large his platform gets, oh Lord. So we just thank you for Skilla Baby and his presence. And we ask that you continue to bless him as he's in the hospital, reportedly recovering from the incident that happened today that caused his car to crash after getting hit. We bless you and we honor you. And we thank you for Skilla Baby making a full recovery and expected to make a full recovery. And we just ask that, you continue to protect and guard him and guide him as he, comes back to society, civilization, all of the things, and that he may continue to push your word with his platform to his 1.5 million followers and everything like that across various social media platforms and through his music and through his artwork. Please, Father God, continue to shine through Skilla Baby, through his music, through his job, through his interviews, through his presence, through his meeting fans and everything like that. So thank you, Jesus, for all of these things. And we ask these great things in your name. Amen. Amen. All right. That was Skilla Baby, man. Skilla Baby. Praying for Skilla Baby. Hate to see it. I hate to see that. Okay. I'll go on now to the Dream Game. So the Dream Fever game, this was year 2 of Caitlin Clark being in the league. And so the Dream Games in Atlanta are being played in the Dream Games in Atlanta. They're played in State Farm Arena. I'm sorry. They're played in State Farm Arena. So first game last year, it was probably 70-30 of Caitlin fans, 70 and then 30% Dream fans and Caitlin / Indiana Fever fans. The second game later on in the season, it was probably Ryan Howard was back. She was playing again, and it was probably about 60-40 Indiana fans still on top. But it was a lot more Dream fans than it was the first time. tonight, May 22nd on a Thursday, 2025. The Dream had just added Brittany Griner and Brianna Jones. They had a pretty big offseason, adding big names. Tahina Papao was the draft pick and the top draft pick, and she's kind of the one that's the fan favorite here. Obviously, South Carolina's their whole thing, their whole popularity and stuff like that. So there's that. Um, it was just a lot of buzz around the city. They end up having this year, I would say 50-50. And Ryan Howard is healthy. So the crowd was 50-50, split down the middle. They actually booed Caitlin Clark at the end of the game, as she went to the foul line the last couple trips. And one time she flopped. And, they played the replay and they started booing her and they're booing her at the line. And it seems like she's slowly, like, I can see it, because just from all the games I have seen, I remember the first time I seen her play. Remember, if you guys didn't see, I made a whole video about it. It's like 30 minutes last year. I might link to that at the end of this video. But at that game, it felt like I never seen Michael Jordan play. Like I never seen him with the Bulls, but I know he played with the Bulls. They played at the Georgia Dome one time, which is like the Falcons' old stadium, and stuff like that when they came to Atlanta. And the fanfare around Michael Jordan there was like, I would imagine would have been like the first time I seen Caitlin Clark in Atlanta. Like that's how crazy it was the first time. This time, I was here for this particular comparison. That's why I say like I could see this being the case in a couple years. Kobe Bryant, bro. Kobe Bryant, dog. Like Kobe, he, when he came to Atlanta, a couple random years like 2009, 2010, 2011, the fans just started booing Kobe. Like he check in a game, every time he touched the ball, they start booing him. They boo him at the foul line, and then like if he made a shot, it was still like the half that's booing gets quiet, and then the other half of the crowd gets loud because Kobe just had that many fans still on the road and stuff like that. So it's like halfway cheering and then the other half booing. And a lot of people booing were booing to drown out the cheers because it's like, nah, this is our house. Like, this is our city. This is everything like that. And I see that's kind of the direction that Caitlin Clark is taking. And I really enjoy that because I feel like it's a healthy, competitive feeling role as opposed to, the villain role that can be toxic and kind of dangerous because it bleeds beyond basketball. I think this is just a healthy kind of basketball restricted type of villain role that like I see Caitlin kind of falling into so far. But yeah, man, it was a physical game. Ryan got into it with Caitlin in the first half. I had a video of it. I didn't upload it as a short just because I didn't want to stir stuff up. Like, you know what I mean? And I want to keep coming back. Shout out to the Dream, bro. I had to shout out to the Dream PR, my boy Liam, because this time when I got in this time around, it was under my platform, bro. So W said to Liam, dog. It was because of Rashad Milligan exclusively, the YouTube channel, rashadmilligan.com. That's what I got in under. And it wasn't, with my day job or anything or a big media company that I work for attached to my name. It was because of me, bro. And I really salute Liam for letting me in and letting me go to work tonight because he didn't have to do that. So salute to Liam and shout out to the Atlanta Dream team, everything like that. And y'all know, like I had some kind of controversial questions last year that like rubbed them the wrong way, rubbed the Atlanta Dream PR the wrong way. So it was a blessing to get in and have that forgiveness from them. And I told him, I said, thank you so much, bro. I'm gonna go to work. I promise you, I ain't gonna let you down. Like I'm gonna produce. He said, "Oh yeah, of course." That. But yeah, so shout out to the Dream. But in the meantime, hold on. Give me a second. I'm about to pull it up. Y'all. I'm about to pull it up. Hold on, where we at? Window. Okay, here it is, right here. Here's right after the entire kind of like first blow up. It was like they pushed each other. Ryan pushed Caitlin. I don't know what Caitlin did while she was defending her, but Ryan got hot. And Ryan doesn't get that upset. Like she's cool, calm, collected. She's pretty nonchalant as a basketball player and as a person. So yeah, it was crazy seeing her like turn up. So here it is. So you see both of them holding them back. Caitlin's kind of smiling. The crowd is into it because it's you know what I mean, a thing. You know what I mean. Ryan is still heated, bro. Ryan is still heated. Like I said, she don't get heated. Nas Hillman is holding her back. She said, "Get off me." She chasing her down. All right, let's get back to defense. That was me. I was just say, hey, Kaylin better. Because I ain't never seen Ryan that mad. But this is the second out of the first 3 games from the Indiana Fever that we don't have something like this now. And Kaylin dating back to them days at Iowa, done had some plays where it's like, you know what I'm saying, where she she doing what she got to do against her opponents, and a lot of people will be like, she kind of playing kind of wild. She playing kind of wild right now, you know what I mean? So the players are starting to bark back. They've been barking back since her rookie season. It was a big discussion every single game when something happened with her and a player confronting her. But like I said, this is not Ryan's character, bro, to just do this. So this ain't, some people, how it's like, okay, this is their personality, they fiery, they competitive, they this, they that. Ryan is laid back. She's like, literally, I get on her. There's years of me getting on her on video for saying she's too laid back. She's too this. She don't care enough. She's too nonchalant. She needs to take the next step. She needs to care more. Like, she has the talent to be the face of Atlanta basketball, and she's like keeps passing it up. Nah, not tonight, boy. She was mad, bro. She was mad. She let it show, and this wasn't even it. This instance was not even it, bro. She did it again. Hold on, is this the one? No, that's Leash. Leash was going at the refs too. Hold on, is this the one? All right, hold on. I think I gotta stop sharing this one to get it up. Let me see. Okay, that's that. Let me see. What's this one? Hold on. I'm looking it up right now, y'all. I think this is it too. Okay, all right, bet. I'm about to share it. This is the second time that Ryan went off today. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay. It's this one. I don't know why it's upside down or sideways. But this is the second part. So the halftime buzzer goes off, and Ryan just starts like barking again, like she's yelling, dog. She's yelling. She's irate. And I'm like, what is going on? I've never seen Ryan Howard this upset. The Boondocks. And it made me think, dang, what did he do to make him that mad? She's legit like fuming, bro. Look at this, bro. You know what I mean? So I cut it off because of Jack Harlow. But yeah, she was fuming, dog. She was fuming, bro. And I think obviously something happened to take her there. So that's what it was. And it started with that shove against Caitlin. They had a call against Leash. Hold on, let me pull this one up. Give me a second. They had a call against Leash. Leash started going crazy on the ref. Leash don't do this either. She like goofy and laid back too. But look at her. What's going on? No, see, she do the same thing with over there. And then Maya like, all right, let's go play defense. Go play defense. Man, these folks was mad, bro. These folks was mad, dog. The folks was mad. Hold on. Okay, I got it now. That where it's not turned to the side. All right, hold on. Let me put this up. So y'all see it. Here's the one that I was talking about. At the end of halftime, Ryan's just start yelling again, bro. And here's the video of her walking afterwards. Heated, bro. Like you can tell her walk, she's still mad, bro. It's not no regular walk. So that's what happened. Ryan kind of even, you know what I'm saying, kind of was a little ticked off afterwards in the after party and stuff like that. And there was that, or after party, I'm sorry. In the press conference, I apologize, y'all. I'm multitasking. But yeah, that's what that was what was going on. It was a physical game. Indiana's a pretty physical team. AB got into it with somebody as well, where she looking like, oh, what did I do? But y'all know AB is another one of them players. who's like, oh, you know what I'm saying, portrays herself as a nice girl, this and that. Boy, AB be into it. It's like, dang, how AB always into some stuff with some elbows, bruh. She always into some man. Let me tell you, AB and Caitlyn, they always be in some stuff. And Sophie Cunningham is fitting that all three of them on the same team this year. But anyways, regardless, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Physical game. Atlanta once again, second straight game. They face guard Caitlyn the entire time. Who Maya was face guarding her. Hold on, give me a second. Let's pull up the stat sheet again. Maya Caldwell, she was face guarding her for most of the night. And then Ryan Howard was also face guarding Caitlyn. And Caitlyn was held to under like 10 points. No, she scored 11 off of 3 free throws. But she had 8 points for most of the game. Hit 3 free throws after multiple trips to the line, including when she was flopping and stuff. And that's how she got in. That's how she got over double digits. There was that. Natasha Howard had a very, very quiet 26, 7 and 2. She hit a couple big buckets, like a couple big corner threes and things of that sort. Sydney Colson got some burn in the middle of the game and had 5 minutes. You see Sophie Cunningham, she gave it a go. She was kind of questionable at the tip of if she was going to be able to go with her injury after missing the first 2 games. And then she played 20 minutes tonight. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Damaris, you see 17 minutes, 6 rebounds right there. Trying to see who else. Kelsey Mitchell, pretty standard Kelsey Mitchell performance with 17 points in 28 minutes. Lexi Hole, it was interesting. She got the podium, but yeah, I guess for her defense, to be honest, Lexi Hole's a scrappy defender, bro. She's a scrappy defender. And in the game, so see, here's another part, right? It's multi-layer, bro. You have to see this stuff to like really like pick up was the patterns and stuff. So in the previous game of Indiana, Atlanta on the road, Lexi, okay, Ryan had it going, right? Ryan had it going at like the start of the third quarter or something like that, where she was in the zone, scored like 6 straight points or whatever. After that, Lexi Hole was assigned to Ryan. And after that, Lexi Hole kind of pretty much shut down Ryan for most of the night, for the remainder of the night. And that's what that was. So that's what they did. Indiana had Lexi on Ryan, and Atlanta had Maya Caldwell and Ryan Howard face guarding Caitlin Clark the entire time. Now, the face guards, as Carl Semesco mentioned in the post game, it opened up to Indiana getting wide open layups, easy layups at the rim because there's no help side defense, and because you face guarding Caitlin all the way. Now it worked. You kind of did we gonna make everybody else beat us, and what happened? Everybody else beat them. So there was that. I'm trying to think what else was in the game that stood out. Brittany Griner fouled out with 3 minutes left. It was a pretty bad call on the 6th foul. Ryan, she had 24 tonight. Bree Jones had 15 and 11. Leash had 11 and 5. Pow had a great game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Pow and Nia Coffey, 2 great games from them. Maya Caldwell, great job defensively, and Nas Hillman, just a good glue player. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But yeah, Pow is really just like a fan favorite. Immediately, there's a lot of South Carolina fans at the games and stuff like that, and the Gamecock Nation, they're just everywhere, to be honest. And yeah, like they're gonna love Pow. They're gonna continue to love Pow and embrace her. I hope she has a great, prosperous career, whether it's in Atlanta or anywhere else, because she seems like a really good kid too. Who else? What were we talking about? I think that's pretty much it. I didn't meet Caitlin. I didn't speak to Caitlin or anything like that tonight. This was my first day off PTO wise, so like I'm already kind of working on a day off by going to the game and doing a press conference and doing the videos and doing all the content. But the reason, well, I was like, okay, it was kind of like me giving myself the time off of missing pregame shoot around and everything like that. And by the time I head downtown, it took an hour to get there. Caitlin already had spoken pregame and stuff like that. So I didn't get to ask her any questions, didn't get to meet her or anything, but I was cool with it because I needed my peace and my rest. And I hope you guys can understand. And by the way, I put a community note up on my channel. Is hidden. See, these are hidden gems because I post a lot of random stuff on there because I don't really tweet. So I post a lot of random thoughts on there. But I put yesterday, what questions do y'all want me to ask CC tomorrow if I talk to her? I asked y'all, what questions do you want me to ask Caitlin Clark? And I put it in code. I put CC. I ain't put no Caitlin Clark to spell it out because I wanted it to be like the folks who really, really see, get to ask her a question. And no one commented. Someone else commented and was like, what grade is she in? I'm like, okay, this question wasn't for you, but no one else commented. So y'all make sure y'all check out the post and everything like that. This is the road to 5K subs if you're new to the channel. And once again, shouts out to Liam for letting me in. But dope night being back home. Everybody else, seeing me said, what's up? It was like a homecoming of sorts and everything like that with the staff and the workers and the fellow media members. So hey man, until next time, y'all already know what it is. It is what it is forever and will always be. Okay, next scene. SwaVay. Okay, we'll go with the SwaVay joint. SwaVay, he called out Reason for his diss song. His diss song's been kind of everywhere. And hold on, let me see. Oh, he deleted it. Well, he's deleted the post, so I guess I'm not going to bring it up out of respect to SwaVay. But essentially, just kind of like a overview of what he said. SwaVay was just like, you kind of took straight up the hook, word for word, bar for bar, in your diss song from me, and then you took a flow from Ben Reilly in one of his new songs, Osborne Park. And then what happened? Reason was pretty much just like in the screenshots. He said, yeah, I definitely was inspired by you in the hook. And he said, I should have texted you and let you know ahead of time. My bad, bro. And then he said, with the other situation with Ben Reilly, he said, I wasn't aware of that. And Ben Reilly tweeted about it as well. He said, yeah, I seen some people talk about it, this and that. I really wasn't tripping on it, but people kept bringing it up. So I want to see if Ben Reilly's like posts about it are still up. Like I said, out of respect for SwaVay, I'm not gonna mention it because he deleted it. But yeah. Hold on. Let me see Ben Reilly. Let's talking about it. Forget all that talking. Let's do it. Forget all that talking. Y'all make sure y'all listen to Billy too, bro. One of my albums of the year. I ain't gonna hold you. My Twitter been glitching all day. Who's this? Most Def? There's people. Allah. Who's that? That's hilarious. Call me Spinners. Spinners and SwaVay responded to Reason. I don't know. I don't even know Spinners, but I rock with SwaVay though. Spinners with SwaVay. Oh, snap. Oh, they dissed him? Wait, okay. Huh? Fill me in. Did Reason steal the diss? There had to be a diss made against him now? Not at all. He's referring to the chant in the song. That's it. LOL. No bars, no lines, just a chant. And we took it off the song. That's what this is about. 4 words. Honestly, bro, you should get in the booth and rap back. What happened, though? Spinners and SwaVay responded to Reason. I don't even know Spinners, but Spinners is a song, bro. Rob get. Oh, snap. Bro, so they did they force themselves into the did I just get trolled? Anyways, man, y'all boys, thank you for taking the time to listen to my tape, man. That mean the world for me to a dog for. You're the last person to talk about this stuff. You're literally Zesty Baby King type ish. If you're a learner, you're a learner. So they really, I wasn't even mad at first, but then too many people told me it sounded like me. I felt gaslit. Spinners. All right, bro. Is this for real? Like, Am I being okay? I think I'm being trolled. But SwaVay and Ben Reilly are in it. They end up rapping because they said he stole his thing. All right. Hey, well, salute. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. All right, guess. Salute. Hey, Ben Reilly and SwaVay, two real rappers, bro. For real, for real. I'm going to see SwaVay. Hopefully, if tickets still available tomorrow in Atlanta. So, shout out SwaVay. Okay, next thing next. Next thing next. Oh, that boy funny. That boy funny. Just a random video from that boy funny. All right, about to get into it.
You all right? Oh, let's take a break. No, we gotta separate, y'all, boy. We gotta separate? We gotta separate. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. I don't know who's finna snitch on me. I'm slide, y'all, boy. I'm finna go too. I'm finna go too. Police! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Hey, yo.
The leaves! Remove the leaves! Drop the leaves! I ain't gonna lie, I know where you can find them at. They at the gas station at Pump 7, and some of them might be in the store. I seen y'all catch buddy earlier too. I'm trying to help. No. That's all right. No, fool, we gotta go. No, we gotta turn ourselves in. Ain't no go. You sure we need to turn ourselves in? Bro, it's 20,000. 20,000. But how we gonna get to 20,000? Bro, just turn ourselves in. All right, say less. I'm just gonna follow the they already caught everybody, bro. All right, caught everybody, bro. Let's go. Yeah, he should be coming right now. We still get that at 40,000. Yeah, that's 40,000. Yeah, he should be coming. The last one should be coming right now. He should right there. Yeah, he right now. Hey, future. 40,000.
Hey, yo. Shout out to that boy funny. I think the thing that surprises me the most about him, or impresses me the most, I guess is the word about it, it's like he posts his skit so fast, bro. He posts his skit so fast after the stuff happens. Let me look at this Papoose Remy Ma thing. So Remy Ma and Papoose has been going back and forth on social media after who went on the thing? Clarissa Shields went on Breakfast Club, and I haven't watched the Breakfast Club interview, so that's a heads up on that. And I don't want to get too far into this, but I keep seeing videos that going viral about her going, like, responding to Papoose and Papoose responding to her. So what's going on? So Papoose wrote the Ether record. Okay. Remy Ma is a loser. Remy Ma needs to leave these people alone before she gets knocked out. Remy Ma's 45th birthday is next week. Men are emotional distress. Hold on, let me go to the Art of Dialogue, see if this is like, I feel like they might have it in. Oh, okay, yeah, they got it in order. This is 15 minutes. All right, let's do it, bro. Why not? It's a Friday night.
Unfortunately, due to circumstances, I can't just move how I want to. I'm not just going to be moving around here knowing that there's paperwork that needs to be signed. Let's be very, very clear. Very clear. I am not holding nobody. Listen, I am not holding anybody. I'm not that girl. I'm not the girl that's gonna hang on to somebody that doesn't want to be held on to. I'm not the girl that's gonna wait while you trying to finish whatever you doing. But that ain't me.
I'm tweaking. Ain't she the one that? Okay, so see, like I said, a lot of this stuff I mind my business, but then I start streaming every day, so I had to start, you know what I'm saying, looking at it a little more when it goes trending. Didn't she but didn't she cheat with the battle rapper, or is that fake? That's a fake rumor.
That would never be me. I'm out.
What's she talking about? I'll never hold on to anybody. If you cheated first, what he not even cheating on you. He said, because you said you cheating with Clarissa Shields. He said, man, I wasn't even dating Ressa until we broke up, and I've been trying to get the divorce paper signed. That's what I know. Like I said, I usually stay out of women's business and relationships and all that, but that's just what I seen.
I've told Papoose. I told them, why don't you tell this stuff? Why don't you tell your current come up? That's what it is. Tell your current come up. Don't say nothing about me. Maybe not even say nothing about you until shit is what it is. I'm in here on my TVs. You know, me and my daughter, we have the same name. She looks at everything. I'm in here putting certain things in so that when she's scrolling through YouTube, certain things don't come up, and I gotta try to explain to her. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything extra. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to prove to nobody who I'm with or what I'm doing, because that's not what I do. That's not what I do. Like, nobody shouldn't have any ill will towards me because I ain't do nothing to nobody. Nobody.
So she ain't cheat.
And the whole situation should have any ill will towards me. Nobody.
Oh snap! Hold on. James Guerrero was on here. He might have dropped, but he said what happened with SwaVay and Reason. So what happened was SwaVay, he just posted like some text screenshots and a group message with a bunch of rappers, and he said he was like, Reason, like, you stole a whole hook from me in your diss record. And you know, Reason's diss record was, what was it? It had you know, it's just been everywhere. It's going viral. He been on Joe Budden podcast. He been on this with it. He been on that with it. And SwaVay is like a smaller artist, you know what I'm saying? He used to be signed to a major. He used to be signed to Def Jam. But he's, you know what I'm saying? When you know bigger rappers because you've been rapping for a little while, and you know, SwaVay's cool with Jid. SwaVay's been on tour with other big artists and things of that sort. He's cool with Destin Conrad, everything. So it's like, dang, like, you gonna really take from a smaller artist and, you know, use it for this industry stuff. And then he said it's whack. And then he said you also use Ben Reilly's flow too on Osborne Park and in the same diss song. And then so like they went back and forth about that. And apparently Ben Reilly and SwaVay have dropped a diss song against Reason. Now me, once I saw that, with everything that's going on, and SwaVay just dropped the album, and Ben Reilly got an album coming out soon at some point in the coming months, according to what he tells me every single time I've seen him. He's been saying this coming out a couple months since last June, and it's about to be this June. It makes me think like, oh, okay, this is a marketing ploy. But yeah, that's what happened with SwaVay and Reason.
I mean, you're just you're punching the air. That my air. I've never breathed so freely.
I'll check out Billy 2, by the way, by SwaVay. Amazing album
In my life. Okay. I couldn't take it anymore. I said, hey, this ain't what it is. We can't keep doing this. We talking about people being truthful.
Uh-oh.
Truthful?
Uh-oh.
The truth, you will probably literally, like, people will cry if they knew the truth. Like, literally cry. Like, cry. I look at it now and I feel sorry for old girl. Like, I feel sorry for her because I know the circles that's being ran and wrapped around over there. Like, I would cry. I feel bad. Stop calling me.
Uh-oh.
Stop calling me. Hello. Oh, I'm on live. I thought y'all was calling me to tell me to get off live. No, I'll call you back. How am I going outside? Because I'm not sitting here telling y'all everything that happened. That in a marriage, if you've never been married, you understand? If you've never been married, you wouldn't understand the bond that's supposed to be between two people. You wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand. Hold on, what you saying? Listen. I know what people care about. That man, he cares about what y'all think. I don't care about what y'all think. Like, not, unfortunately, not trying to be funny. I appreciate my fans and people that are actually my fans and that love me. You understand? But I don't care what people think. Can't nobody with a revolving door on a coochie tell me I'm for the streets. I've been with the same man. I was with the same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm for the street and make me feel some type of way? Are you crazy? Can't nobody tell me, oh, you fumbled it. It's so funny watching people like, you had a good husband. He's only had one wife. The only person that can tell y'all if he's a good husband or not. And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When she was cool, when she was like, when it was what I thought it was, I kept it a being. When it's not, when it wasn't, I ain't say nothing. I dealt with it. I ain't never met a bitch. I've been waiting for somebody to just use a little bit of common sense. I ain't never met a female who has a perfect dude that takes care of her, helps her financially, emotionally, physically, is there for you, treat you like this wonderful thing, right? And you just say, you know what? I don't care. Fuck this whole shit. Who does that? Nobody. Oh, everyone looks so much happier now. Girl, man, don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay. The fuck?
Is she trying to deny the fact that she cheated on him? Like, I'm confused right now. She making it seem like she just dumped him, or like, or he was just cheating on her. I don't know. I'm confused.
The fuck? I literally told him, every time your current come up says my name or does something that I feel is trying to attack me in any type of way, I'ma drag you. And I haven't even been dragging them. Bad enough, you got my daughter's mom out here looking crazy because you refuse to tell people, hey, me and Rem haven't even slept in the same bed since May 2022. You don't want to tell nobody that. You were so wrapped up in the whole black love thing. That was your thing. That was the only thing you had. And I realized that. And I respected that. You know what? I don't need to be out here telling people you ain't this and you ain't got this and you ain't doing this and you ain't that. Whoever get you, they'll see. I see one of these. She was like, she said there was others. Who are they? I want to know. Do your own homework. No. Well, why she outed me? Because you loud. And I know he cares about his personal image and what people think. I needed that. I was being told, you want me out? Call police. Call your brother. Like, what? I'm not calling nobody over here to try to get them. First of all, the people telling me to call, they got love for you. They look at you as family. Jason Lee, what?
Oh.
Nah. I'm tired of anybody that I sit next to. Oh, that's her new boyfriend. Oh, she's on boyfriend number 4. How the fuck I'm gonna have a boyfriend where I have a lawyer. She has been retained since last year. Because the original plan was like, you know what? You do what you want to do. I do what I want to do. We said we was gonna raise our daughter a certain way, you know. And we'll just we gonna figure out how to live in the same house and whatever. But then Motherfuckers felt like they could control what I do, but do whatever they want to do. What niggas tried to do when it came to my event and make a fucking scene. If y'all really look back, this didn't come from me. I'm not pushing, Jason. I'm not pushing the edge. I'm sitting on my couch, waiting for the laundry people that come and pick up the laundry and wash it and fold it and bring it back. Waiting for them to come, and waiting for the pool people to come clean the pool because I'm letting the girls have a pool party for Memorial Weekend. I'm cool. I'm a mother. I'm with my daughter all the time.
It's like you a mom though.
I don't just pick her up once a month, if that, and then run to social media and post it to make it seem like I'm the parent of the year. I've seen my daughter more than 3 times this year. I see her every day. She's here. Nobody's taking my phone. She's here. Okay? I'm not, and let's be clear, nobody's scared of nobody. All of that tough talk, nobody, all that tells me that I'm coming at you way different than I come at anybody else. Like, nobody, there should be no ill feelings at all. Especially in my advice. My advice was like, hey, if you move on with somebody and that person wants to be with you and y'all planning a family together and all that, you can't come and talk crazy to me. How? Your future kid possibly is going to be related to my kid. What you doing? Stop. You understand what I'm saying? There's no ill feelings on either side. And I'm not emotional. I'm not. I'm very calm. And when I call him, I'm like, yo, why don't you do this and this? We don't got to be like this. Bad enough, one day, my daughter's going to get older because my son is already grown. All of our other kids, I don't even know if they're my kids anymore because, all of our other kids, they're grown. They're the same age as your girl. They're the same age.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
DJ was born in 95. She was born in 96.
Hey, yo.
So I know how to deal with people of this age. You understand?
Oh, snap.
Like, I'll be like, damn, like,
I'm about to go.
Call me. Like, if you ever really want to have a hard time, I'm not even gonna bash nobody. I'll tell you the truth. Somebody said, first of all, it's not about loving somebody, hating somebody, giving somebody, niggas got clout because of you. Listen, I know what I needed to do. There was no way. It's my house because I paid for it. All 1.3 million, whatever it was, I paid in cash with my name on it only. So yes, you understand? And if you're the one, I take care of the kid, I take care of it. So I stay here. You go, you move over here. You moved on, great. I'm trying to understand what's the holdup. What's the holdup? Who's holding what up? Who's holding what up? I had my lawyer call, like, yo, we sent them the email, right? Yes. He gave his lawyer information. Yeah, you got it. You called them, right? What did she say? She said he hasn't retained her yet. If you don't go pay that lady, I said, okay, maybe it's not there. Maybe, hey, guess what? It could save both of us some money. We don't gotta have all our business out there. We don't have to do all of these things. I paid my lawyer already. Let's get a mediator. I don't want nothing. I'm not asking for child support, spousal support. I don't want no cars. I don't want no crib. I don't want nothing. I'm not giving nobody anything that there's neither. I'm lying. I did ask for my jury. I'm missing some jury. I'm missing some jury. I've been asking for my jury back for a long time. Oh, you play with police? You went to the police? I went to the police and filed a complaint about my missing jury that I have insurance on. Like, what? What are you talking about? Or you could just give it to me and then that'll be the end of that. Because when I asked, I said, like, yo, babe, like, what the fuck is wrong with people? basically, I'm literally just saying, hey, that's it. It doesn't have to be nothing. It don't got to be nothing. I literally let people say that, oh, infidelity ain't have nothing to do with our breakup. You know that. Because guess what? I'm such a real one. I know the procedure when somebody goes to prison. I know the procedure.
I don't even know what she's talking about now. I don't know why I decided to react to a 15-minute video. It sounded better in my head.
So
I'm still pretty new to streaming and stuff like that. Still less than a year, so
it was never about infidelity. When I came home and I went straight through that phone immediately. I know what was up. When I had to fight baby mothers at mother-in-law's houses on Thanksgiving.
So Remy pretty much is trying to say he was cheating all along on me first.
I knew that girl wasn't lying about what she was saying was going on while I was there. I knew she wasn't lying. I just was mad. I knew she wasn't lying though. If we keeping it a bean, I knew she wasn't lying. But what I don't like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm chilling. Well, I know he's telling you over there, right? Who called who babe? No. Nobody called nobody babe. Be clear. When did I say babe? Y'all don't even start on that. Basically, that's what I said. But y'all didn't know about the fights that I had to fight baby mothers on Thanksgiving, right? In niggas' houses. Y'all don't know about. Cause I'm not no corny ass bitch. That's why. Oh, she's this. She's a narcissist. She's a cheater. She's a this. You saying he not bringing nothing to the net, but he's sitting there allowing someone else to bring it to the net. That's what he's doing. I have a problem with that. I'm trying to be amicable, and do mediation, do this. Now I don't care.
You know, I seen Jeremy Heck a few years ago with Uprocks on the carpet of the BT Hip Hop Awards, and it was Pap and Remy Ma, and he asked them what their favorite verses were of each other, and they rapped their verses to each other, and it was like one of the more beautiful things I've seen like in hip hop. I don't know. It's sad that this is kind of like going down this way.
King Riz, that's your name? King Riz. How you know? Where are you getting that from? From what you've seen in the blogs? Because I haven't been talking, because I'm not supposed to. Anybody that told a lie or anything was to protect me, the person who was supposed to protect me, the only thing that ever even was put out. I've been being threatened. I'll put out videos of you having sex. I'll put out video. Please get me lit. Please get me lit. Put out my sex tape. Please get me lit. Like what? You think that I was able to do everything I was because the box trash? It's not. King Riz, that's your
gesture
name?
was
King
crazy.
Riz. I'll put out video. Please get me.
Crazy gesture for like what she was talking about. Papoose.
This is the lane.
It's some real New York true life story. This is also why I don't like doing anything with people's relationships, just because it's like I don't know the dynamics. I don't know these folks.
Saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Well, go with that, but you're right though. Anything can happen. Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit gonna blow whatever I say is gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like the only reason why it's sparking is because you do all these shit.
Oh, let me play this again. Can y'all hear the audio? Let me play it again.
Yeah, no. So far, she saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right though. Anything can happen. Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like the only reason why it's sparking is because you.
Now bear witness to this. You just heard this lane who she was dealing with since 2022 say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's going to go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him. This cheating.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Too much.
Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this.
But this one is 11 minutes. I'm gonna let you know right now, Remy Ma. I'm not watching Papoose. Not watching 21 minutes, bro.
Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this. But the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole.
So I'm gonna take the word for the caption. That's what he say.
I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her.
Oh, that's crazy.
She came in the bed with me. She slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't adding up. You feel me? So I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right here. So one time I had to go do something. I had to go handle some business. So I go handle business. I come back in the crib. It's a big ass crib. And they got like a long walkway to get to our bedroom. It's like a long walkway. And then on the other side is the other rooms. So I come in the crib. As soon as I walk in, I look down towards our bedroom. I see my daughter in our room by herself. I say, yo, what the heck? Where the hell is she at? So I go up the other side. And when I tell you this is a big crib, so it's a long walkway. I go to the other side. I go in the room. She in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate, peanuts, cashew, all these type of raisins all laid out. But my daughter in the room by herself. So I said, yo, why the baby in the room by herself? She made some bullshit excuse. Extreme liar. You never seen a liar like this in your life. I said, where homegirl at? She didn't even answer that. It was just like a weird answer. I pushed past that. Moving on along.
All right.
I hate to say this, y'all.
Oh, she gonna say.
I hate to say this.
Say it.
But you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. And I'm not saying this because it's a bad thing, but I'm saying this because, when I say not a bad thing, because I don't judge people who live that lifestyle. But she has done a lot of bashing towards people who live that lifestyle and talk so bad about them and say so many foul things about them that it hurted her so bad that I knew the truth. So on another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them.
What?
Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I can't do nothing to her.
All right.
People don't understand. When I type shit out and when I write shit, they don't understand. I am live as we speak to these people. Bozo.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Jeez Louise. Lord bless it. Both sides. I hope they come to an agreement or some type of resolve. Everything like that soon. That's ugly. Nobody wins from the family feuds. What's better than one billionaire? Extra credit if you guys know that. Let me do this Kid Cudi thing. Jeez Louise, see some pictures? Goodness gracious, he really blew up the car, bro. Dun, 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 dun. Young Thug. This fake? It's fake. That's got to be fake, right? Thug really tweeted that? I know he deleted it because of he definitely deleted it. Young Thug. Oh, he was really tweeting. He really. Oh no, bro, what? He really did that, bro. All right, cool. Let me see. Here we go. May I, Mr. Steele, the court, yes. Your Honor, I'm going to move for a mistrial. The government knows the answer is about to be about. Mr. Combs has had other people under live. This is an outrageous question. He didn't say that, the court said, but he will say that. But he hasn't. Well, he's about to say it. I'm putting the court on notice. No, you don't get to put me on notice. There's no grounds for any kind of application along those lines. No question that you're talking about has been asked and the answer has been given. People acting like Kid Cudi not a civilian. Go listen to Buddy music. He not Thug Life. He don't need witness protection from Diddy either. People who not even committed a crime in their lives calling Kid freaking Cudi a rat. It got me so weak, dude. Why did Thug say that? If Kid Cudi keeps it hip hop tomorrow, Kid Cudi is barely hip hop. Looking for code and the wrong people would be a reason why code barely exists. Kid Cudi is a civilian that was subpoenaed by the federal court. Please explain what else he was supposed to do. You're gonna answer like a I need to get this thing, bro. I need to get her name. Her name is like Jen, right? Jen. Hold on. Let me pull up this lady that has like held us down throughout this entire time. Post this. Give me a second here. Let's see if I can find this. Let me see. Diddy. All right. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna find this. Lauren. I said Jenna. Her name is Lauren. This is Lauren. We on Lauren's page again.
Lunchtime update. It's basically winter. We are Diddy day 9, and I'm going to skip through George Kaplan Diddy's former assistant's testimony right now just to get through Kid Cudi. I'm going to give you all those details during my later recap at the end of the day. But let's start with Kid Cudi, aka Scott Mescudi. So he walked into the courtroom, seemed very relaxed, wearing a leather jacket, had an earring on, and I thought maybe Diddy was gonna kind of like look at him all the way as he got up to the witness stand. He didn't. He kind of just sat back in his chair. So Kid Cudi testified that he met Cassie, they dated, they worked on music together, and he said that he thought that Cassie and Diddy were on again, off again, but at the time that he was seeing Cassie, which we found out was pretty much about a year. Oh, and also he got up there and said that he loved her. He was in love with her. It was sweet. But he said that he was under the impression that she was totally off again with Combs for that entire year. So, and we all know that Diddy found out about Cassie and Kid Cudi from her testimony when Diddy found an email on her phone to Capricorn Clark or one of Kid Cudi's assistants, something about her toiletry bag at his house. So we hear about this. We hear about this night. And oh, by the way, not to jump around again, but when the prosecution had their opening statements, they mentioned a break-in involving Diddy's assistant that was kidnapped out of her bed at night and was forced to go break into someone's home to look for Cassie. And it turns out it was Kid Cudi's home, but we'll get there. So he goes back to that evening, December 2011. He says that, hopefully you guys can hear me, it's so windy. He says Cassie calls him very upset and stressed, saying, you know, Sean Combs found out, and she's panicking, and she says, come and get me. So he goes to get her, and he takes her to a hotel. He takes her to the Sunset Marquee. He thought that would be better. She'd be off the radar. But then he later says that for whatever reason, Cassie gave Diddy his home address, Kid Cudi's home address. And maybe she felt like she was forced to. Maybe he was threatening her. That's just a guess. I don't have proof of that. I'm just wondering why she would do that. So they're at the hotel, and then they get a call from Capricorn Clark. And Capricorn, although she works for Diddy, she's good friends with Cassie. So Kid Cudi describes that Capricorn is on speakerphone, and she's calling them from the car in the driveway of Kid Cudi's house. And she says, yeah, like Diddy's in there with an associate. They woke me up out of bed. They forced me here. They're in your house. So Kid Cudi is pretty mad, and he's like, what the hell? So he gets in the car, he drives over to his house, and he said he calls Diddy, and he goes, motherfucker, why are you in my house? And he just said, I just want to talk to you. That's what Diddy said. Oh. And then Kid Cudi says, I'm on my way over. I wrote all this down. And then Sean Combs says, I'm over here waiting for you. So he arrives at the house. He also says that his security cameras, they normally point a certain way. They were pointing down for whatever reason.
Bro, what the heck?
And but he goes inside. He said nobody was there. All that he noticed was that there were Christmas presents for his family on the kitchen table. They were Chanel, that's all he remembers, and they were opened. And that his dog was locked in the bathroom, or like behind the bathroom door. So he also said that his dog kind of had PTSD from that incident. Oops, sorry, of being locked in there. Okay, so sorry, next page. Oh my God, it's so cold. All right, so he calls Diddy after that, and he says, you know, where are you? And then I guess Sean Combs says, yeah, I'm on my way. And I don't know, he said that things went through his mind, like, you know, should I stay here? Should I do something? You know, whatever. Or should I meet him? And he said after going through all of this, he's like, no, I'm not going to do this myself. I don't know if he has weapons. I don't know anything. So he said that he called the police, and the police went to his home, and they made a report about the break-in, and that was that for now. So he went back to Cassie. She was stressed. That was her demeanor. But he went to Connecticut for the holidays. And when he was in Connecticut, Kid Cudi describes that I'm like, am I snotting? Sorry, I feel like, oh my gosh, I've probably been snotting this whole time. Really sorry. It's really cold. So Kid Cudi describes that Combs is texting him while he's in Connecticut. Like, you know, what did he say? I just want to get to the bottom of it. You know, I was in the dark about all this stuff. This is what he's texting Kid Cudi. And he's just like, I want nothing to do with this. So he doesn't respond to him. And then Cassie ends up breaking up with him before New Year's. And, you know, he goes back to LA. And then we found out that Cassie goes to Arizona to visit Diddy. And so now we're January of 2012. And he said he's 45 minutes away from his house. This is Kid Cudi. He said he's at his ex-girlfriend's sister's house, and his dog sitter calls him and says that his car is on fire. And it's about 6:30 a.m. And she takes pictures of the car, and he has a Porsche. And it turns out that a Molotov cocktail was thrown through the top of the car. So he drives over there. I mean, we see pictures. The whole roof is destroyed. They open the door up. It's all charred on the inside. And he explains what a Molotov cocktail is. You know, it's an explosive, a bottle with an inflammatory liquid. It's lit on fire. And yeah. And then I wrote down that he yawned on the stand. Let me see. Oh, yeah. And then his friend Chip sent photos of the car. I guess his friend Chip was nearby. And so, yeah, he calls the cops, and he makes a report. Oh, okay. So then, the prosecutor says, what was your reaction to your car being set on fire? And he goes, what the fuck? It was actually kind of funny. Okay, so he says a few days later, that's that. He reaches out to Diddy, and he says, let's meet. We need to talk. So he says that D-Rock, and which is, you know, one of his bodyguards, D-Rock brings him to a floor, maybe the 7th floor at the LA Soho house. Cassie is not there yet. He said that he walked in, and this is actually a really funny moment in the courtroom. He said that Diddy was facing these like windows, these glass windows, and he's turned around with his
Like
hands like behind his back. And he goes,
Did he really watch some mob story? Allegedly, if all this stuff is real, Diddy was watching mob boss stories, bro. He was watching mob boss stories. And the little, what was the little thing with the Pootie Tang? That's what he was watching on repeat, bro. And he really tried to emulate that in his real life. That's crazy.
He looked like a Marvel supervillain. Everybody's like, what? And then he said that Diddy's demeanor was so calm, it was almost bizarre. He said that he was offering him water twice. He made sure to say that, and he just said it was really weird that he was so calm and bizarre. And basically,
Today said something real quick. She said, I'm just here to say put some respect on Ryan Howard's name. Ryan played well today. She was locked in, especially after she got mad. Because before she got mad, before she pushed Caitlin Clark, she was struggling with her shot. Or I wouldn't even say struggling with her shot. I think she was taking kind of ill-advised shots in terms of like within the flow of the offense. This is the exact same thing that Carl Semesco said. He said when we not moving the ball, when it's sticking and everything, and the kind of one player is ball dominant, then we aren't the team that isn't what it is. I think after the Caitlin shove, everything like that, I think folks was locked in. And when she locked in, it's not too many people who's better than her on both sides of the ball. She's the best player. She's gonna be ball dominant. Yeah, but she was taking bad shots, is what I'm trying to say. Like she was forcing bad shots up. And you don't need to force up bad shots when you have Leash and BG and Bree Jones and Pow on the floor as well. Like you don't need to force up bad shots. That's the point. All right.
You know, they said they worked it out where, you know, Kid Cudi said, I didn't know you guys were still dating. I'm sorry. It's over, blah, blah, blah. Worked it out. They shake hands. And Kid Cudi says, wow, you know, their hands were still clasped. He said, well, what about my car? And Diddy just said, let me see what he said exactly. Sorry. Diddy said, I don't know what you're talking about. And this is per Kid Cudi. And Kid Cudi said that he kind of let his hand go and just walked away. And he's like, wait, I thought you said we were cool. And he said, yeah, you don't know anything about my car. Okay. And that was that. He said he didn't see him like pretty much ever until a few years later at Soho House again in LA when Diddy was with his daughters and Kid Cudi was there for something. he just went up to him and he apologized for everything. So I thought that was interesting. And I'm really sorry if I'm like snotting. Gosh. Okay, so really quick, a minute left. So Brian Steele did the cross of Kid Cudi, and it was actually funny. At one point, they had a sidebar. I don't remember what it was exactly, but Kid Cudi goes, "Mr. Steele, I want to say something," and the judge was like, "Nope, you can't." It was kind of a funny moment. And Brian Steele, he kind of got Kid Cudi to smile a little bit. He complimented him, said how talented he was, and then the things that he pointed out, the important things the defense pointed out here. Okay. The fact is, he asked him about the police report with the car, and he said, "Well, did they ever follow up with you, the LAPD or whichever agency it was, about the car? Because they got fingerprints, they got DNA." And he said, he basically was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And Steele said, "Yeah." So the DNA was from a woman that they found, and Kid Cudi said he didn't know that. And I'm not adding in any commentary here, so just make your own conclusions in your mind, if whatever you think is going on. Then he also added that during the break-in, he said his door was wide open, and there was no forced entry. He also got Kid Cudi to admit on the stand that he felt like Cassie, quote, played him. He said that twice that I wrote down.
Sick work.
Let me see. He also, he testified that Cassie told him about the physical violence, but he didn't see it himself, but Cassie just told him. He didn't know anything about sexual violence. I'll have more later.
All right, cool. Once again, shouts out to Lauren Conlon, and things of that sort, holding it down with this coverage every single day. That was day 9 of the Diddy trial. Kid Cudi spoke, and that is that. If you're new to the channel, as always, this is the road to 5K subs. My name is Rashad Milligan. I appreciate you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good night. And if nobody else told you today, I care about you. See you tomorrow. Peace.
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question. Brandon, we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.